wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason called so you spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, what is going on? Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Tuesday. A little bit chillier out there today. Give people a little bit of a warning if you're listening to the broadcast portion of the show. Chillier temps out there. Look out.
My hubs told me that last night. He's like, it's going to be in the 50s. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He was right.
Is this lasting for a minute?
I don't know. I don't have a long-term forecast. I can tell you how it feels right now, though. Yeah, it's a little chilly out there.
Let's look. Let's see. Is it going to be long-term or not? I kind of hope it is. It's fun to, switch up your wardrobe for a few days.
Well, my ankle feels like it's going to be here till at least by Thursday. I mean, for at least for a couple days.
Well, I mean, we are now in the cold season. You know, it's the dry season. Got colder temps. So, yeah, it'll be around here till April. So,
yeah,
enjoy
Thursday only has a high of 80, and that's the highest this whole work week.
That's kind of warm, though. But under standards. Yeah.
Low of 61.
That's good, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's great.
Pretty. It's beautiful.
I wouldn't call it chilly like right now, though. What's it say right now? What's that
right
temperature?
now, it says it is 55.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay, that's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a difference. So you got to have some kind of jacket on. I just found out I'm wearing what's called I think it's a schlacket. I think it's what my wife said.
Yeah.
It's like a
schlacket?
A schlacket. It's a shirt, but it's a jacket. I'd never heard of this, and I said,
I think your wife's making stuff up.
I wanted that too. I didn't know. I'd never heard of that. And I'm like, well, I learned a new word today, a schlacket. And because I was going to put on a jacket with it, I said, I see it's chilly out there. Maybe I should put a jacket on. She's like, you don't need a jacket. She says, you're already wearing a schlacket. And I'm like, I'm wearing a what? She said, you got on a schlacket.
I know this very well because Walmart leads the league in selling them at a very cheap price.
Yeah.
They have a ton of those.
So it's a thicker shirt. It's too thin to be a jacket. It's too thick to be a shirt. So what you have is a schlacket.
Yeah.
And that's what I got on today.
I love it.
Yeah, so get on your coats, your sweaters, your schlackets.
Looks good on you.
Thank you. I feel great.
You look very manly.
You know what? It's the clothes make up for the truth.
it's a lie, but it's awesome.
Faking the fuck. I get it.
Fake it, baby. Fake it.
It's kind of like camouflage. That's exactly what it is.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, did you see where the CEO of Twitter is leaving?
Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey and Twitter confirmed the news. I guess he says the company is ready to move on from its founders, and the chief technology dude is going to be taken over as CEO.
That's the cool thing these days. I'm going to quit my company. You know, Bill Gates did it. You know, everybody at school does it.
Okay.
That's what Bezos did. Yeah, I quit. I mean, that's really kind of the in thing to do is to, when you're the top dog, quit.
Now, does he still make the money?
I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah,
I'm sure he still has
he's
an
probably
interest
just
in it.
making the other guy do all the work while he goes to the Bahamas.
That's how they worked it all out. Yeah, he's going to make probably the same amount of money. He's just not going to do any of the work.
Why punch a time clock
when
you can make this other dude do it?
It's just genius. Hey, Suits, guess what? You're the new host. I still get my paycheck, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
you have to do all the work, and I get all the money.
Yes, that's it.
Sweet deal.
I'm going to go sit at home, and you do all the work, and then just make sure I get those checks.
Tiffany Haddish and Common have broken up after a year of romance. I know. You thought it'd be forever.
Damn it.
I guess they were just too busy to make it happen. So, yeah, the two have separated. And Miley Cyrus has announced that she and Pete Davidson are going to be hosting the New Year's special on NBC.
Okay.
They all do a different little countdown from mostly Times Square right there.
Yes.
So Miley and Pete have the
Wait a
hosting
minute.
duties.
I have to have Carson Daly to ring in my new year.
Where's Carson? Isn't this his network?
This is Carson's gig.
Oh.
Carson's gig no more.
Does Carson know?
I'm sure he's very well aware that he's got a night off on New Year's.
I'd love to hear his take on Miley and Pete hosting his gig.
I'm sure he'd tell you, I just want to spend more time with my family.
Whatever. Nobody does that.
Right.
Nobody wants to spend more time with their family.
Such a lie.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
All these delicious creamers that are out there. Virginia the Witch brought in this creamer today. And it's weird because I put up a post during Thanksgiving break, and it was the Snickers creamer.
Yes.
Did you see my post?
I saw your post, and I've also seen the creamer section at the Publix expand like tenfold.
It's a unbelievable variety of different creamers, and I was kind of shocked by how the people reacted because I was getting comments back on the post saying things like, Jay Bird knows he has to put that in coffee, right? And with the laughy emoji of I can't believe how funny a comment is.
Oh, he's so stupid.
And I wanted to respond back to, yeah, you can, and it tastes delicious. So many people are saying you can't just drink the creamer. It's just for the coffee. I'm here to say you can just drink the creamer, and it is delicious. The Snickers one, I got down on.
Yeah. I mean, you could also eat sugar right out of the bag. But...
It's basically, Rocco, my son, has discovered coffee creamer, much like yourself. And he will go in the fridge and just drink it out of the jug. I got to keep an eye on him.
That's what I will do sometimes, but yeah, you can't live a life on creamer. I get that. During Thanksgiving, a little creamer is delicious.
How I would best describe this coffee creamer, liquid ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's liquid ice cream. It's 35 calories per tablespoon.
Again, you don't want to live.
Wow.
So just keep that in mind if you're chugging it. It's not really meant for that.
You don't want to live on that island, but what I put it in the freezer and it gets real cold, and if you shoot a whiskey with the Snickers on there, it's pretty delicious combo.
Give her a taste. Tell me what you think. That's the natural one that Coffee Mate came out with. It's got no chemicals, no preservatives.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hazel.
It's going to be your new thing, just drinking creamer right out of the bottle.
My eyes are rolling back. I can't believe how
So good, huh?
Oh my God.
Now we know what her O face looks like.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Natural Bliss. You're damn right.
That's the hazelnut flavor. It's really a good product.
That would be me going to snack rehab if I got
Is that going to be your new thing?
But that's what the Snickers was like.
You can mix that with a little vodka and
Do
a
you think
little
people
Baileys.
look at you sideways, or if you're just sitting like on a bus bench, just knocking down a bottle of creamer? I mean, is that...
Nope, they're not going to look at you sideways at a bus bench. They're going to just be like, all right.
Dude, have you seen what happens on the bus bench?
Yeah, that's why I think that might be the one place they don't look at you sideways.
They will not.
You'll fit in, but it'll be a funny picture.
That's what I'd expect out of that guy.
Wow, this is better than the Snickers.
It is.
And this just in, you can just drink creamer out of the bottle.
This one's called Natural Bliss by Coffee Mate.
Oh my God.
We're not even getting paid for this endorsement, but this is delicious.
Okay.
That's all I got. I'm exhausted.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I told you about my poor grandma. My 97-year-old grandma fell down the other day and broke her hip and had to have surgery. She's still in the hospital. I'm going to go up there to go see her after the show on Friday. Me and my sister are going to fly up there. We're going to go visit her and be with her and hold her hand. And she's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, that's not easy. And I hear it. I think it's painful.
Yes.
Yeah, I've kind of heard that.
Well, now what they're making her do, they just did the surgery, I feel like 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
And now they're already making her get up out of the bed and move around the physical therapy. And she's like not having it. She's giving him a little lip.
Yeah, well...
It's because it hurts.
Yeah,
She's like, I'm 97, bitch.
Thankfully, I've never gone through it, but I hear that physical therapy for a lot of injuries can be really painful and excruciating. There are a lot of athletes that talk about when they have to rehab a knee injury or something like that, that it is some of the hardest stuff that they ever have to do. And the pain, they would much rather be going through a grueling workout than go through a rehab session.
My hand was part of my hand was paralyzed when I was 12. It went through a window, and I had to do rehab, and it was horrific for 3 months trying to get your feeling back. I couldn't move my hand completely, and you're right. It's so painful and discouraging at times.
I wonder if that's why you now have that bitch ass grip.
It's definitely not helping, and I can feel it as I get older. Those injuries are only just.
Do you only have that bag in one hand?
No, both of my hands are definitely going down, but Virginia's right. This right hand is way worse.
I feel like all the injuries that you have in your life come back to haunt you.
That's why I had to learn to take karate, because if I try to punch somebody, I don't know if it's going to go well.
You're not going to be punching nobody.
No, I had good defense.
You're peaceful.
I am very peaceful. Peaceful. They call me the peaceful warrior.
Peaceful warrior. Okay.
Who calls you that? Nobody calls you that.
Peaceful warrior.
He's just making stuff up on the radio
Pretty
now.
cool nickname, though.
Trying to sound cool.
Peaceful warrior. Does work. What I got on my mind here today, boy, this is an interesting comment. I remember when I had a stark realization about craft beer, something I used to drink a ton of, and I love craft beer. Oh, it's delicious, just like coffee creamer.
Probably about the same caloric intake.
Probably about the same. And then I remember my trainer had said, basically you're having a cup of cake with each one of those craft beers. And I would go through a Saturday, 7 craft beers, no problem. Oh, it was delicious. It was fun. I had a great buzz, slightly hammered. And, it was just fun the entire ride. But I was starting to realize, man, I'm putting on some weight. I don't know how. I'm not eating bad.
The kind I didn't realize how much it was per beer. It was over 400 calories per beer.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll take a 9th one.
That was quite a realization. So I still now enjoy the occasional craft beer, but they're very, few and far between because of that reason. And so recently my wife and I had gotten into doing the happy hour stuff. Oh, it was fun going out there and find all the deals you could get. It's basically half price off everything. Little appetizers and the wine that we would get.
And it's perfect because you're not late night people.
Right.
So happy hour is kind of like your
That's
nightcap.
Our late night. Yeah, that's our midnight.
Yeah.
It hits 7 p.m. It's like, whoa, it's so late.
Daddy's tired.
So late. And then I saw this today. This might be a wake up. Apparently, a glass of wine can contain as many calories as a donut.
What?
They're saying.
Donuts and wine, though.
Oh, what if they came out with donut wine?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, right? It's delicious. I looked at that and I was like, really? I was kind of really surprised and taken aback by that because I did not think that was the case.
It sucks. I mean, it really does suck having to count your calories and your alcohol because now you're like trying to do math and catch a buzz and you feel guilty. Like, I really hate getting older and knowing as much as we do.
Yeah, but to me, it's really when you kind of put that. It's always been those stark visualizations that have made me change so many things. I remember it was looking at that graph of if you ate an Oreo, how long you'd have to be on the treadmill running at a certain pace. And I was like, are you serious? That's like 10 minutes on the treadmill for an Oreo?
It bums me out so bad.
Yes. And
ignorance was bliss.
It really does.
Before we knew, we were so happy.
You could run 500 calories on the treadmill and realize all you do is burn off a half a bag of chips. Like, no.
Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, wow, okay, that's an interesting way to put it. Now, there is a study that is suggesting that they should start putting nutritional information on booze to lower obesity rates and curb alcohol consumption. If people would maybe see, hey, I'm basically about to partake in a glass of a donut, then you may be like, maybe I just need to limit that to 1, 2 tops. But I was kind of looking at this. Now, you're going to have different kinds of wine and different kinds of donuts. They're not all created the same. So that's where I'm just trying to figure out where to get this. Because if you're looking at the average, most glasses of wine contain around 120 calories. They say a sweet wine will have about 165. So they must be going for more of a white, sugary kind of wine, would be my guess. I think if you go for more like a Cabernet or a Pinot Noir, something like that, a red wine, it's going to be lower in the calories.
How would you do that for the bottle? Because, I mean, if I got wine, there's a good chance I would be drinking the bottle. Are we talking, how many glasses are in a bottle typically?
Well, you can actually look for low sugar and low sugar champagnes, wines. You can Google search specific brands that go lower in sugar. They're absolutely out there. And some of them taste really good.
Okay. And there's going to be 5 glasses in a bottle of wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's about what you're looking at.
So you're looking around 500 to 600 calories per bottle.
It depends upon what kind of wine you're doing. Yeah, I would say you'd probably be closer to 700.
That's not that bad.
It's like eating 5 donuts if you knock down a bottle of wine. Now,
Really?
the average...
That sounds terrible.
That's what it is. Yeah, you have a bottle of wine, you've knocked down 5 donuts. And if you're one of those people who polishes off 2 bottles of wine, so you're like, I had a really bad day, I'm going to go for 2 bottles, you've had 10 donuts.
Yeah, I guess that is really bad. What am I talking about? Do I not understand calories?
Uh-oh. See, I told you ignorance is bliss.
That's why I don't read the labels, baby. I don't.
Your average donut, they say, has 195 calories. So, again, it's what kind of wine you go with, but definitely keep in mind that with some wines, I would say some wines, not all wines, because an average wine is 120 calories, an average donut's 195. But some wines can go 165 calories, so you're closer to a donut. So that would actually work out if you go with your sweet, sugary wines.
And I'm not a big wine person anymore. I do champagne. There are a couple of brands, Silt Bar and Bellissima specifically, that have super low sugar, and they taste good.
Okay. All right, that's a good little note to have.
And I'm looking at some donuts right now, and
Are they low sugar?
No, there are some donuts out there that can really give you a lot of calories in one donut. We're talking over 500 calories in a donut.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cream on top of the frosting. Sorry, I was getting a little excited.
He gets
I hear you.
excited when he
Yeah.
sees donuts.
I don't blame him. Donuts are exciting. Wine's exciting, and you're right. It's a great pairing.
Yeah.
If you don't care about your waistline, go for it, baby.
Would that be an easy night on the stomach? You're eating some donuts, drinking some wine. Could your tummy handle that, or is that too much sugar for you?
I would think that would be too much sugar. I couldn't do that.
Yeah. You could handle it.
You
Yes.
could take it down.
You just knocked down a bottle of coffee creamer.
My stomach's been training.
Hey, you chugged half my creamer.
Yeah, so trust me, donuts and wine, not a problem for you, dude. I want to look at this story that I just brought in a second ago, and it's kind of all over the place today. I'd seen it first. It got my attention on the news this morning as I was watching, and then I looked. I said, oh, yeah, boy, everybody's talking about this today, or it's out there. And, you have these stories that kind of run the rounds, and I was like, okay, that's an interesting thought, because I had gotten into the glass or 2 of wine per night type of routine. And then one day I stopped down, I looked at it, and I was like, okay, how many calories am I consuming? Because I learned my lesson on the craft beer thing, where I plopped on about 30 pounds just knocking those things down nonstop on the weekends. And I saw this story today where they're saying that a glass of wine equals the calories in a donut. And they're letting people know because, hey, they're trying to combat the obesity pandemic that is happening all over especially in America. I guess it would be an epidemic here in America. But I'm looking at this a little bit more closely, and I don't know that I believe this story, actually, as I take a closer look at it. I really am not sure I do, because, they say on the surface, and that's what the story is that, yeah, your average glass of wine is like a donut, but I'm looking at all of your different kinds of wines that you got here. Anything from a Chardonnay at 105 calories a glass to a Pinot Grigio, 105. Your champagne's 101 calories. To a Pinot Noir, which is 113. These are a lot of the popular wines that people are drinking. Unless you're going with a Ruby Port, which is 230 calories, you're not even getting close to the calories in a donut.
I was looking at the average donut. They're pretty high in calories.
Yeah, so you're talking about the wines are at about 100, and if you go, for instance, to like a Dunkin' Donuts and look at one of their original plain donuts, 310 calories. So it's triple. what I just read off for the wines.
Okay, so we're still okay with our alcohol problem.
Well, yeah, I think the story's a lie. If you see that.
Well,
And
there are some donuts that are 110, 115 calories, so they're probably taking that.
but they're called munchkins.
But I'm trying to find them because I'm looking at the calories on both Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme. And the lowest that they offer, if you want to go the lowest on Dunkin', it's a sugar donut that is 190 calories. The glazed is 190 calories. And if you're looking at Dunkin', yeah, I mean, you start going anything with goo and glaze on it, you can get as high as 350 calories a donut is what you're looking at. But the absolute lowest is 190, which to me, that's an 80-calorie difference.
That's big.
I think that is big.
Well, if you have 3 glasses of wine,
Right.
that's a big difference.
Yeah. So scratch that. Don't believe that. Keep drinking your wine.
Drink your wine, order it dry. When you say you like a dry wine, that means less sugar, less sweet. So say that you want a dry wine or a low sugar dry wine.
And eat your donuts. And get a wet donut. Get a lot of sugar, a lot of glaze on
Dry
it.
wine, wet donut.
Yeah. Get that wad.
Well, I do like them putting on the nutritional information, though, because like a person like me who's trying to go low sugar, and that is one thing to pay attention to, I would like to see that. And I would choose a wine that would have lower sugars in it than one that had higher sugars. So I think the more you know, you can make more informed decisions. And if that's the point of the story, that's great.
Yes.
But I think it's misleading to say that a glass of wine shares the same calories as a donut. From what I'm seeing, I don't see that as being true.
Do you ever wake up just with carnal desires towards food? Okay, I got to have a pizza.
No,
Or I got to have
I
donuts.
don't have
I
your
want to
food
hump a
issues.
hot pocket.
Not a hump, maybe carnals, but you know what I mean.
No.
Just you're in heat for food.
Yeah.
I do sometimes when I get up from my nap. I take a little daily nap
Yes.
every day. When I get up from that nap, I crave sugar.
That's what happens to me sometimes. If I fall asleep at 8:30 p.m. and I wake up at 9:15, I wake up with this hunger
For sugar.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. And I can wait it out. Like if I just chug a bunch of water right when I wake up and then wait like 10 minutes, it'll pass.
Yeah.
But it's so weird.
It's an ache.
It's an
aching.
ache.
Well,
Yes.
it does. They've even said that. That's why I completely avoid sugar, is because it wires your brain to crave it and keep going back for it. You really become addicted to sugar.
Yes.
And you have to go get it. So, yeah. So when you have those cravings, that's what causes that. So, yeah, when you don't, then you don't have the cravings.
I'm glad you're talking about that because I'll wake up and I'll still be drowsy, almost in a zombie-like
Yeah.
trance, and the only thing I'm thinking about is, sweets.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very weird.
what it does
and
to
then
you.
it passes. After about 10 minutes, if I don't do any sugar, I just chug water, I can make it go away.
Yeah,
But
it passes through my stomach. So.
sometimes I just grab some candy out of the kids' Halloween bucket, call it good.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Thank you for telling your story.
So this as well, it's kind of interesting. 8 different uses for coffee creamer, even if you don't drink it.
You can give it to your friend and he can chug it on the radio. That works.
It's delicious, and it stops sending me messages that you can't drink it out of the bottle. Yes,
You can. And you can add vodka to it and make it real nice.
Yeah, here's some of the things that they said. They said you can add it to hot chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sounds delicious.
definitely.
Mix it into hot cereals.
Big
it works
time.
very well there.
Oh.
Splash in waffle or pancake batter.
Oh.
You can add it to mashed potatoes. Huh?
Sweet style.
Sweet mashed potatoes.
It could work. Well, think about sweet potatoes.
I like them salty and buttery.
I like them like that too. Why can't we have an all kind of potato world?
It's too busy.
They said you can pour it over fresh fruit.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
if you
yeah.
want to be bad with
Like
your fruit.
strawberries and cream.
If you want to knock out all the health benefits of your fruit.
To me, what are you even doing?
No. Fruit is too healthy.
It
How
is.
can I jack it up?
For this kind of game, fruit is way too healthy.
And they say you can also use your coffee creamer in tea.
Oh, yeah. My grandma puts milk in her tea.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, because I always go to those chai tea lattes at when I go to the old Starbucks. And yeah, that's it. You're putting fun stuff in that.
It would work really nice in a pancake or waffle batter.
Totally.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Then you put some of your bacon chunks in there.
Oh.
You throw that in the batter mix.
And get that good syrup, the one from Canada.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. This whole segment should be brought to you by sugar.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why people think we do a food show.
You've worked him into a frenzy.
Oh, I know.
He always
The
does.
sugars worked him into a frenzy. Don't blame me. Blame that sugar, dog. If you've got a dysfunctional family, do you try to protect your children from them? How would you handle it if you had a truly messed up, dysfunctional family? Got an email here, mail@kvjshow.com. It apparently had a little bit of an incident during Thanksgiving. They say here, I come from a loud Italian family.
I know that move.
Who wrote this? A Pennington?
Yeah.
Sounds like it, right?
I'm writing my problems into the show.
The yelling and confrontations between family members is awful. My ex and I raised our daughter without once ever raising our voices, slamming things, or even hitting or spanking her, and she's turned out sweet, kind, loving, and all sorts of awesome. But I was worried about bringing her around my family because they can be obnoxious and verbally abusive to each other, and I was right for worrying about it. From the moment that we got to my family's for Thanksgiving, the yelling started. And I could see my daughter, she's 10, and she just really looked around like she didn't know what was going on, and she seemed taken back and a little scared by it all. So I decided to leave a couple days early. And when I explained why, my family turned against me. They claimed that I was putting my daughter into a bubble and that all families argue. Yeah, I don't think so. At least not like this. They live in their own world of anger and dysfunction, and they don't understand that all families don't live like that. So how do you handle bringing your kids around your crazy family, or don't you? I'm already considering not showing up for Christmas. I'll likely be disowned for doing that, but I'm not sure that's a bad thing.
I think she'll be okay. She'll be fine. You can just talk to her, explain that. Look, this side of the family, they're loud, they get a little crazy. This is not how we treat people. Now, my family was definitely loud. We were crazy, but yeah, verbally abusive is different. You know, but what's her definition of verbally abusive? Some people think if you just get into a fight with somebody, that's considered verbal abuse.
Yeah,
and then some people don't believe that. So I don't know. I think you can have a talk with the daughter and say, you know, you're not going to always see their family like that.
Totally. That's what it takes. It takes you talking to your daughter a lot about them, about the situations, about the things they say and do. Before and after you go for visits, you need to make sure that you're talking to her and understanding that she wasn't hurt by the words that she heard, and that she understands not everybody speaks like that.
And every family is different, and just because your family does life one way doesn't mean that's the right way. You know, you might say it's verbally abusive. They might just be loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, and I think that there are things that you can do to make it easier. For instance, it sounded like you left a couple days early. Maybe you were staying at the family's house and you were in it. Sometimes it's better just to suck it up and say, we're going to get our own place, get a hotel room. You've got a place you can retreat to when it becomes too much. And she's like, all right, I've had enough. And say, look, hey, we're going to go just chill out for a little while. And if they give you a hard time, be like, look, this is what I am here to give you. We're here for the holidays. You're here to see her. But if she's like, it's just too much, I just need a little bit of a break from this. It's too insane.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just visiting for a day trip and
Right.
being there, like, with your family on the actual Christmas, doing the gift giving, and then getting out. And you can always say, too, you have to go to your other side of the family, your daughter's other grandparents or whatever, you
There's
know?
a strategy you can do this to where this does not have to be a big deal.
Right.
And it makes me kind of think that the family wasn't verbally abusive.
Well, you don't have to create more drama by saying, I'm not going to show up for Christmas, because that's going to create all kinds of drama. You show up, you limit your time, and you have very in-depth conversations with your daughter about how, you know, we don't talk like this, but this is our side of the family that does. And we know that, you know, they don't mean some of the things they say.
When you leave the house, you're going to see things that may offend you or you may not agree with, and that is called life.
Is there a point where you start saying, I can't come around? If there were, for instance, people get way too hammered and verbally abusive, using bad language, saying things they shouldn't, or you see drug use or something like that, would you ever get to a point where it's like, what would be the dividing line where you said, I can't bring my child around my family for this reason?
Yeah, I mean, of course, anything like abusive drunks and drugging, that'd be not good.
But if it's a holiday and you've got just a dysfunctional family that's loud and obnoxious, we all have this. We all have crazy people in our family.
Right, and go early. I will just tell you, if you go early, you're better off than if you go late.
Okay. Yes. Well, but that's for anything in life.
That's for anything. Go early in the day. Go early before they start getting intoxicated.
You're so right about that.
Yeah, I think you've got to just manage everything in your life, and you've got to manage your own family. And managing means like what I talked about, finding ways that you can get out of that situation if you need to, if it gets too crazy and too insane. Having conversations not only with your kid, but also sometimes too, maybe letting your family know. Be like, hey, these are some of our boundaries, and be like, just so you know, if people get way too hammered and there's some things that are inappropriate, we're going to need to leave.
So, or don't even say anything. Just go, guys, had a great time. Stop making everything such a big deal and get my proclamation of this is what we're doing.
Well, you've got this 10-year-old daughter. She's got other grandparents. She's got another side of the family. So just put it on that and say, look, I have to go see them and I have to see you guys early in the day.
Just have a smart strategy.
Yeah.
Somebody said, nope, that anger and hostility leaves a mark on a kid. It frightens them. All the talking in the world doesn't prevent that. I've raised 2 incredible kids in a bubble and wouldn't change a thing. Last time my husband had them at the in-laws, mother-in-law and sister-in-law spent the whole time trying to embarrass my husband by some people don't deserve being around children. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion. You're set a little bit tighter.
Somebody said we had to put an end to family gatherings that included my husband's uncle. He consistently used the N-word and other racist comments in front of our 5-year-old daughter. We asked him numerous times to stop, but he refused.
Well, yeah, I think for situations like that, we agree with.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the question, is what are the limits, then what are the boundaries, and then how do you manage if you've got a crazy family like that? Ever got a question? You can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. You can sound off. This is really cool. Our friends, the Pizza Girls, were on Stephen Colbert's show last night.
Fancy.
Or at least featured. Yeah, this is a pretty cool thing. He's doing a little segment on local businesses, and the Pizza Girls, if you don't know, they started about the same time we did in South Florida with a pizza shop right there on the West Palm Beach waterfront that was right on Clematis, and that location is closed down, but they still have a location in Palm Beach Gardens.
Yes,
that is open.
They grew. They were operating both of them for a while, but then the pandemic took out the one downtown.
Yeah. So here's what we got from the Colbert Show last night with the Pizza Girls.
We also heard from a restaurant called Pizza Girls in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, whose owners wrote us to say, we aren't strippers, we're pizza girls. We spent 26 years in the restaurant biz and we have award-winning pizza, but new customers think we're strippers. Well, we wanted to help get this important information out, so please join me at the Late Show Pizza News camera. Breaking pizza news out of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, where local authorities have confirmed that Pizza Girls is in fact a restaurant and not, I repeat, not a strip club. Residents are encouraged to visit Pizza Girls only if you are looking for delicious Italian food in an environment where everyone keeps their clothes on. If you are looking for a strip club, authorities recommend trying pretty much anywhere else in Florida.
There you go. How
cute.
cool is that, huh?
Good for them.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
It's a really good thing. Pizza Girls going big time. Got some celebrity birthdays here today. Kaylee Kawoko is turning 36 years old. Jaybird's girl, Chrissy Teigen, is 36 today.
Get out of here with that crap.
You love it.
I do not.
President of the fan club, aren't you?
It's not even funny to even joke about.
Ben Stiller turns 56. Billy Idol, with a rebel yell, is turning 66 today. Also got a birthday shout out. This is from Thanksgiving. And I was neglected. I didn't do the birthdays last week, so I apologize. Everybody had a birthday last week. Wave the magic wand. Happy birthday. Yeah, they went down to the Everglades in search of the skunk ape.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, they said Choppy, Florida is where they went. Skunk ape headquarters. This is a place looks like you need to go there, Jay Bird.
What I wouldn't do to own that Bigfoot statue.
There's a massive wooden Bigfoot statue that looks like it's probably about 7 feet tall.
That would cost $10,000 to buy.
Out
I don't
front of the
know.
skunk ape headquarters.
You should commission like a high school sculpting artist.
Because those are so common.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Dreyfus? They sculpt all the time.
Hey, kids, I'm here. Anyone build me a Bigfoot statue? I'll just comb the high schools. Okay, Virginia.
Come to high schools. That won't look creepy.
What terrible advice you're giving me.
So that is Brody there, the stud muffin from Patty sending that in. And yeah, if you want to check out the skunk ape headquarters, just to let you know, a Choppy, Florida, if you want to go check it out. It's a little bit more towards the west coast. What you would do, it looks like, Jaybird, it's like a Tamiami Trail. You would get on that pretty much out of Miami, and you would head west.
That is straight up a weird and whatever trip.
Yeah, it's just by Big Cypress Oasis Visitor Center. Kirby Storter Roadside Park is out there, so it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, like where you would expect skunk apes to be.
It's just my game.
Yeah, so you're pretty much parallel Hialeah there. So
Wouldn't that be great? We went out there and I caught skunk ape on video. Wouldn't that be great? People would still not believe it though.
yeah, that would be your thing.
You could have a skunk ape pooping and going, "Hey," and people would go, "No, it's all rigged."
You think so?
No,
huh?
they would.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So there you go. If you got a birthday, want to get it into the KVJ show, you can just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Oh, how is it that we have such a peaceful season, people could take out so much angst and anger on social media? You would think the holidays, everybody would be like nothing but, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. But no, it's people fighting about different things. Got some interesting scripts here. One about Scott, who hates the way his neighbors decorate for Christmas. So, of course, he has to go blast them on social media, and it all kind of backfires.
That sucks.
Yeah. I'll play the role of the very obnoxious Scott.
Okay.
We will have Virginia playing the role of Beth. Bird, we're going to have you be Brenda Lee.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Denny's, you can be Tucker. Okay. So here's what Scott had to say on social media on the Next Door page. Said, if you're going to put up Christmas lights, can you at least not make them look so trashy? Very disappointed with several of the houses on my street. Makes me want to just puke looking at them.
Well, who the hell paid in your hot cup of joe this morning? I assume you're talking about me, seeing I live on your street. You could have come over and had a conversation with me instead of being a little bitch on social media. Just saying.
Now, why in the hell would I come over to your place? What, so I can get bit by your stupid-ass pit bull? I know it's overly aggressive. I've heard the stories. Why don't you just take down your broke-down decorations instead?
You're so dumb, Scott. I don't have a pit bull. I have a terrier.
Kind of a difference.
You'd think a guy like you would love Christmas, seeing you're built like Santa and all.
Scott, you have no room to talk. Your lawn looks like someone lit it on fire. And not to mention, your lime green house, it looks like you've been snotted on by the Jolly Green Giant. And P.S., you're very fat and annoying.
Here comes Tucker. Scott has the biggest mouth. All I want for Christmas is to shut it. You're a big fat baby, Scott. Karma will get you for how you've treated everyone on our street. God is not blind, and he sees everything. You douche.
Hell yeah. Get him, Tucker. Ebenezer Scott needs to watch his back. Who the hell complains about Christmas decorations anyway? I hope Santa pees in your eggnog.
Oh, wow, yeah, you guys really told me. You all suck, and so do your decorations. You're all loser potheads, and your opinions don't matter to anybody. This place has gone down so much in the last 10 years, mainly because of you guys, and we all know why. Pot, P-O-T, reefer, grass, wax, whatever you want to call it. It ruined this neighborhood. I hope y'all have a very terrible Christmas.
Sounds like Scott's got some other secrets on that street.
Pot bringing down the neighborhood. What do you think about that, Denny's?
It usually brings the neighborhood together.
Yeah. Denny's wants to move there.
Yeah, this place sounds awesome.
What's the address?
Scott needs a little pot.
Here's another interesting post. We were sent screenshot taken of Sharon, who had some very harsh words for short men. Yeah, it kind of evolves then into some weird fight. I'll be obnoxious again. I'll play the role of Sharon.
You did a great job on the last one.
I'm good at being obnoxious.
You had a great douche voice.
Yeah. Virginia, you can be Franklin.
Okay.
Bird, I'll have you play Vince. And Denny's, you can be Timmy. Okay. I went on a date, and the guy was cute, but way too short. Sorry, but next. I'm not trying to date a guy who's shorter than me. 5'5" just does not cut the mustard unless I'm trying to find a statue for my living room.
Hey, that's not cool to say. I'm on the shorter side, and it's girls like you who make it tough for guys like us. Why is it okay to make fun of a guy's height? You have crappy-looking hair. Is it okay for me to make fun of that?
Okay, Franklin, first off, my hair is not crap. I paid $300 for this fine-looking style. And why are you getting so butthurt about my post? I wasn't even talking about you. Lighten up, Tiny.
Tiny? Why you gotta call me tiny? That's not cool. It's about the size of a man's heart, not the size of his height.
Here comes Timmy. At least you guys don't have a small dong like me.
Oh, my gosh.
Damn.
Damn, Timmy.
Oh, Tiny Timmy. Oh, that's terrible.
Everybody talks about how bullying is terrible and how we shouldn't make fun of people for stuff they can't help. So why is it so funny to make fun of a guy's penis? I mean, it's not right and it's not fair. In fact, it's quite hurtful.
Thank you for saying that, Timmy. Nobody ever sticks up for guys who are born with a little less fruit in their loins. We have feelings too, but society, they don't care. We are the punchline and the butt of so many jokes. We are the forgotten people.
Okay, wow. This is the most depressing thread I've ever seen. Some of you dudes need to grow a pair and stop acting so soft. You'll need to get laid acting like this, and it's never going to happen if you're looking for love. Jeez, I'm just so sorry I posted anything at all.
You said what you said, Sharon. Maybe the lesson is that bullying of any kind just isn't cool. People can't help their height or what's between their legs. It's not about being soft. It's about being seen. Do you see us?
Amen, Vince. Beautifully written. I'm so sharing your comments on social media.
Let's get one thing straight, too. I said I was on the shorter side with my height. Yeah, I'm 5'6", but my package size is fine and beautiful. We are plenty good in that department. Please don't get that twisted.
Do you see me? Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Well, some very entertaining stuff. Thank you very much. Y'all did an amazing job acting that out. So are you a jerk if you raid the Continental Breakfast to get food for the entire day?
I don't think you are.
Okay. Well, that is kind of the question we got in an email here. It says, my husband and I drove to see his parents in Virginia for Thanksgiving. We broke the drive up into 2 days just to see some sights along the way up and back. We stayed at a nice budget hotel with a sweet continental breakfast. 4 hours into our day 2 drive, I whip out a banana, a bagel, and a small box of cereal for a snack. My husband's like, wait, did you take that from the breakfast bar? I said, no, I took these items from a breakfast that I paid for. He's like, well, that's not how continental breakfast works. He said, you're only allowed to eat what you can while you're there. It's the same concept as an all-you-can-eat buffet. My husband believes that what I did was technically stealing, but what he doesn't know is that I had about 7 other items I never let him know about. I've got no shame. I paid for it. We are both firm in our beliefs, so I was curious what you thought. Am I the jerk for taking all that food from the continental breakfast?
I think you're so good.
I don't know. I mean, you took a lot. I think it's
10 items, I guess, if you're counting them all up. She took 10 items from the continental breakfast that she did not eat there.
Then you got to have rules at there and make sure you state the rules. Right now, it's kind of like it's the game.
It's the honor system, and I stay at these same kind of places, and I love them for that reason. They put out cereal. Some of them even have a waffle maker where you can make a little fresh waffle. They have yogurt. They have hard-boiled eggs. They have everything. But it's meant for you to enjoy there for breakfast. When you take 10 items, that's excessive.
Here's my, because I heard all of the evidence here, and here's what I'd honestly say. It's okay to take some items. Don't abuse the system and ruin it for everybody. 10 is too much.
Her husband's right.
There's ways.
Well, her husband doesn't even know. Her husband's calling her a jerk for 3 items.
Yeah, he
took
doesn't
10.
even know who he married.
You gotta be able to play a balance game here, and don't go over the top. Taking a few items for the road, you can't get crucified for that. If you're taking, and it also depends on the items too. If they're wrapped items, if there's 9 muffins there, they're wrapped, ready to go, and you take all 9 muffins, that's a douche move.
She didn't say the other 7, but she took a bagel, unwrapped, small box of cereal, that's wrapped, and a banana technically.
Oh, she's fine. That's nothing.
But then she took 10 other things.
No, 7 other things. She took 10 in total.
Okay.
What else did she take?
She didn't say that.
I need to know what those are.
She didn't say.
I know, but I'm saying I need to really know because that's how I can get the judgment.
I think you have to do it on the sheer volume of items.
Yeah.
And
an item's an item.
3, I would look the other way. But when you take 10, the people that work there, if they saw you doing that, they would probably step up.
10's way too many. It is too many. You're going to ruin it for everybody. Just be cool.
I mean, how many pockets does this woman have?
Think about a big old jumbo purse.
Yeah.
That reminds me of our intern that got caught stealing so much creamer. Technically, the first 3, I don't think she's stealing. When she took the whole bowl and then poured it in her bag.
We all have these, whether they be ketchup packets, whether they be napkins from fast food restaurants. I used to hoard that for a while. My son, we would go every day. He wanted the Chick-fil-A. We'd get that, but I would be like, okay, well, you see me enough, and like I needed the napkins. I was using them every day. I was taking a big old wad of them.
Yeah,
Probably not cool.
The Ralstons actually stopped buying toilet paper.
Yes. Thank you, Chick-fil-A.
They would just wipe with Chick-fil-A napkins.
That's it.
You have a situation like a Pollo Tropical where I've even talked to people who work at Pollo Tropical because I wanted to know the sauce rules. They have that sauce bar there.
Yeah.
They don't care how much sauce you can take, but there is a kind of, if you're taking 20 sauce thingies, are you a douche?
Nothing's ever established. No signs are posted. How
It's
do we
the
know this
honor
is
system.
But what is honorable and what's not?
Exactly.
Is 3 items honorable? 10 items we don't feel like it is.
Something like the sauce at a Pollo Tropical, the one I would say is, take as many as you want, but also don't block the line. If you're going to take 10 sauces, take 3. If you see a line coming up, get back and just don't hoard everything. Make it easy for everyone to get some.
I want to see what the numbers are on this. Suits, would you post up a poll in KVJ TV on YouTube? Are you a jerk if you take food for the entire day from the continental breakfast? Yes or no? Because I think that's what it is. We won't put a number of items on it, but it sounds like her concept was, oh, I got a free breakfast, but I'm going to have food for the entire day and save money eating out. I paid for this. This is part of my room.
It depends on the
But
items, too.
if you would talk to the employee that's working that setup and has to restock all the food, they would tell you it's meant for consumption right there at breakfast in that area, whatever you can eat right there. Great. They don't want you taking stuff and putting it in your purse.
I don't know if Virginia should speak for every employee in the country that works at a continental breakfast because you cannot.
Well, some of them that don't care, of course, they would say take whatever you want.
I think some
but
people
the
don't
ones that
care.
take pride in their inventory.
I don't think a lot of people are going to care. I really don't.
Well,
What do you think? There's no pride at the continental breakfast?
I think there is pride, but I also think people don't care if you take an extra muffin.
One person sent in a text and said, think about what it's called, continental breakfast. It's not continental lunch and then continental dinner. So it's meant for items that you're supposed to eat here in the morning for your breakfast.
And if everybody at the hotel took 10 items and stuffed them in their purse, everybody'd be walking out with a fat Michael Kors bag, and there'd be no food for anybody that came at 8 o'clock.
That statement, that person texted in semantics, because continental breakfast also could mean continental breakfast food items, food types of food. You could have breakfast at nighttime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are being honest. This is like we got a KVJ confessional early here this week. Somebody said, yeah, I do that with my husband, but I only take 2 fruits and 2 muffins or cereals. So it seems like everybody has where their conscience, when they raid the continental breakfast, everybody's got their own level of what they think is okay.
2, you're cool. 10, you're a douche.
Well, the other thing, too, is let's say you stayed there that night and maybe the towels weren't as fresh, or maybe the service wasn't as good. You go, you know what, I'm going to take an extra cornflake.
Somebody said, hey, the perishable items especially are cool to take because they're likely going to go in the trash anyway.
Especially bagels. Take your bagels.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Virginia, don't stay. You stay at 2 fancy hotels.
No, when we travel, you don't have options. On the road, on I-10, there are no 4-star hotels. So you have to stay at a place that has the continental breakfast.
Okay, yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do. Other places that people are rating, somebody said that I go to Taco Bell pretty much every single day to get more Diablo sauce, but I haven't actually paid to eat at a Taco Bell in 10 years.
That's just...
They just walk in and grab the sauce and then walk right out?
Now, that's not cool. You need to spend money at the establishment to partake in their sauce.
Oh, my gosh.
You're a sauce thief.
You're a sauce stealer.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we have got that up. What do you think is your ruling? Are you a jerk if you take food for the entire day from the continental breakfast? What do you say, Virginia? Yes or no?
Yes. For the entire day, you are a jerk.
Bird?
Depends on the item, depends on the situation. That situation, I don't know all the details. Don't abuse the system.
Okay. It's interesting because right now we got 100+ votes in on this and it's 50-50.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
It is 50-50 on whether or not you're a jerk. Want to get your opinion in on our poll? Go to YouTube, check out the KVJ Show, and it is there. This person sent an email. They want to know, am I the jerk for ruining a date night for this? They said they went to their parents' house for Thanksgiving. They hadn't seen their girlfriend for a week. The email then goes on to read, we had agreed to have a romantic date night on Saturday. After a great meal and a movie, it was time for some nookie. She told me to lay on the bed because she had a surprise for me. Minutes later, she came strutting into the bedroom in some amazingly sexy lingerie. I complimented her on how sexy she looked, and she said that she was flattered. And I said, hey, you went and got some new lingerie for me. She said, oh, no, I've had this for years. Years? So I had questions. Turns out the lingerie was something her boyfriend had bought her in college. They were together for 3 years and only broke up a year ago. I wasn't real happy, and I told her that I wasn't in the mood anymore. So we got in a fight. I left, and on my way out, she thanked me for ruining the night.
Oh.
Am I the only guy who would be put off by their girl wearing lingerie that a former boyfriend bought them? Does that make me a jerk?
I think it's tacky when people do that. In my personal opinion, and does not mean I'm right, I think if you're using old lingerie, that's just tacky.
And if you're telling him that it's old lingerie that some other dude bought you, you're a dummy.
Yeah.
You got to just say, I've had this for years. I bought it for myself. I love it.
People,
But then she's lying.
Well, he doesn't have to know.
and that's why you don't wear it, Kev, because you avoid all these problems. Just wear it. Talking about your old lingerie with an ex-boyfriend, that's going to be weird for some couples. They don't want to get into any of that.
So he's not a jerk because he caused an issue and ruined date night because he shut it all down. It was going great until he had to make an issue of the fact that she's wearing her boyfriend's lingerie.
Yeah, I think sexy time and lingerie, it's a personal thing, and I think if you're going to make that out in the open, it's going to become a conversation.
Most guys are going to be turned off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see why someone would be turned off by
And that's
that.
why you should lie to them.
And then
Duh. I mean, you don't tell him some other dude bought it for you. Rookie move.
Okay. And what do you think about this email? It says, am I the jerk if I tell my brother that my girlfriend is a horrible singer? My girlfriend has a terrible singing voice, but really thinks she can sing. And my brother's getting married in a few months, and he needed a wedding singer. Well, my girlfriend found this out and somehow convinced him to hire her for his wedding. But she's not charging him anything, so I think that's how she convinced him to hire her. Well, keep in mind, he has never once heard her sing anything before. He thought he was doing me a favor. But if I tell him that she's a terrible singer, he's going to absolutely tell her that she can't sing. That's just how my brother is. But if I don't tell him, my girlfriend's going to humiliate herself and possibly ruin my brother's wedding.
Oh my gosh. This is a disaster.
Am I a jerk if I tell my brother the truth about how terrible of a singer my girlfriend is?
Oh man, this sucks.
You got to send him an anonymous email.
No, it's gonna come back to him, an anonymous email.
Look, you gotta do something before the singing begins.
I can't imagine that the first time he would ever hear her sing is when she's already on the stage at the wedding and it's going down.
Kevin, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, there was this guy that we know that was dating this girl that we know.
Okay.
And they were together for a good 8 months. And this girl, turns out, was a pathological liar. But none of us knew this when he first started dating her. And she talked about how she was she did this, she did that. She sang the national anthem at several different ball games. And so he had an event and he invited her to sing the national anthem at the event.
Oh, no.
She butchered
the
national anthem to such a level.
Oh, no.
We were all like, oh my God. I wanted to tackle her.
Oh, no.
He wanted to break up with her after.
Oh, no.
This happens. People lie about their singing abilities.
The other thing too, you're a very detailed guy, Kev. I can absolutely see somebody that's involved in a wedding going, "Oh, she can sing. That's great. That's taken care of. I trust you.
Right.
I don't even have to listen to it."
Who would say they could sing if they couldn't? Because they're going to be outed.
Some people legitimately don't know. It's amazing phenomenon. I don't know if they're tone deaf or what it is, but somehow they, in their own head, they're like, I can sing.
Or they're psycho.
And it sounds
and
like
they're out of touch with reality.
Well, it's like the old American Idol auditions they used to have.
True.
Yeah.
Those people thought they were beautiful singers.
She probably went behind his back. Here's about the brother getting married. Gets all ginned up. Oh, I can do your wedding for free.
Totally.
Wow.
I think you got to be honest, man. When it comes to this kind of stuff, it's going to be painful. But you got to rip it off like a Band-Aid and be 100 transparent.
Okay.
We're going to start lying, and then you're going to have her up there at the wedding.
Well, I guess you think right now you have a chance to slide out of this and minimize damage. If you go through and not a word is said and the wedding happens and the singing goes on, now you got maximum damage that you got to deal with. So you got to do something ahead of time, however you do it. You're trying to spare feelings. But I would maybe invite everybody to a karaoke night.
Oh man!
You know, and be like, hey, let's all go hang out. Let's do some karaoke. And then, but it's much better that he discovers she can't sing at karaoke night than at his wedding, right?
I love it. It's actually a great idea.
Yeah. Okay.
You're setting her up for a karaoke.
Yeah, you need to look at some karaoke bars, dog.
The brother's gonna get hammered. Hey, she can sing a little bit.
If you can't find a karaoke bar, you can buy a karaoke setup now, a home setup.
Right. Yeah.
They have really nice ones for like $100. I saw them.
Okay, there you go. That's how you get out of that. That's how you get out of that. We're saving you. Guess Cyber Monday was a big success. They said Americans were spending $6.5 million a minute yesterday.
Wow.
That's how much money's going up. They're expecting $10 to $11 billion.
Yeah, my kid was totally a part of that. Magnolia was just going nuts.
They're really that great of deals. I was looking at stuff. Yeah, I was finding something sort of cool, but I didn't get anything that was so over the top awesome.
She was showing me some stuff like, okay, for her boyfriend, she wanted to get this blanket, and it's a collage blanket. So it's pictures of them all over the blanket, and it's like this nice coat. It's a cute gift for a teenage boyfriend. Oh crap! I just ruined it on the radio. Oh damn!
Dang, and his
oh my gosh! Oh, what a fumble!
Hopefully he's not listening.
Virginia, what a great gift idea you just blew.
Okay, y'all. Everybody be cool.
What? Be cool.
Nobody tell him.
Y'all just be cool.
Hashtag be cool.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Don't tell homeboy he's getting a blanket with pictures of them all over it.
There's no
way
this is not getting back to him.
The blanket was normally $100, and Mags got it for $40.
So you're gonna still keep keep talking about it.
Well, I just wanted to tell you the deal.
I mean, at this point, she's already completely ruined Magnolia's great gift idea.
Ruin Christmas. I'm the Grinch.
That is a great deal, though.
And it's a great deal, right? I mean, she got a really good discount. And then I guess today it goes back up to normal.
Okay.
I got Panda some stuff too. Let me blow that Christmas real quick. I got Panda some stuff at shopnfl.com.
Yeah, okay.
Everything was 20% off. And then I went and looked today. It went back up to regular price. So,
Okay.
20%. It's okay.
No, that is good. Yeah, my wife does something weird. She gets gifts, but she gets so excited about because she loves giving gifts.
Right.
That she's like, "Can I show you what I got you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I know. Well,
And
you're
I never,
right.
and then it's all good. I never have anything to. Christmas, you don't have anything to open up because you've already. She goes out and does the Christmas shopping, and then she's so excited to show you, and then you have it. She's like, "Oh, just put it on, just wear," and then you wear it out, and you're like, "Okay, well, at this point, I mean, what are we doing here?"
I've got it already.
Yeah, I've already got it. Now, I thought this was kind of an interesting thought. I didn't realize today apparently is a different kind of shopping day. They are expecting today double the number of deals on travel and hotel.
Really?
I just heard that blurb. Somebody had said that today. There's apparently going to be a lot of sales here today, so they think that people are going to be spending a lot of cash on that. So that basically means that you are going to be able to go out and get airline tickets, or if you want to get hotel stays and things like that, trips. That might be the thing. And I was thinking about that because I think at a certain point, as you become an adult, you look around, you say, look, if I want something, I get it.
Right.
It's not like when you're a kid and you don't have the means to get those kind of things. So doing something that you probably wouldn't normally do for yourself is kind of a cool thing, especially when it's something that's kind of a surprise and saying, okay, cool. I think experience gifts are a really great idea. And they say that more and more people are doing that, getting their friends an experience gift. Now, I was kind of looking around because they've got some ideas for what you might want to do for an experience gift for somebody. And I thought a lot of these are really cool. In fact, a lot of these companies are already set up for doing it. You can get an Airbnb experience. Anymore, even celebrities are putting some of their side places up where you can get an Airbnb experience. My daughter and her friends do this all the time. They all pitch in, get an amazing place. They'll fly to Houston or Dallas or Nashville or something like that, and they'll make a weekend out of it staying in an Airbnb.
It's fun.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, you get out, you can experience something new. That might be an experience trip that you might want to get for somebody. A lot of stuff involving booze. Like you could get somebody, my wife would do that where you get the wine box delivered to your house with like maybe 12 or 16 bottles of wine in it.
Yes. They also have like the Wine of the Month Club.
Yeah.
Where every month a different wine shows up.
I'll tell you what's good. If you're someone that someone that loves tattoos, get somebody a tattoo certificate so they have you go,
Okay,
boom,
okay.
right there. You go
Yeah.
get the experience of tattoo.
That's true.
Pretty good.
I know people that love tattoos. My family is into tattoos, and they're always talking about what their next tattoo is going to be and where it's going to go.
So all you got to get them is Airbnb gift cards and tattoo gift certificates.
That's it.
That'd
Yeah.
be a great gift for them.
Yeah, it really would be. You're right. Yeah, they got not only that, but they have what's called a bourbon nosing kit. I guess it's a bunch of bourbons, maybe samples that you try out. I don't even know what that means. I guess that's bourbon talk. They've got a beer brewing class that is an experience that you could get for somebody. They've also got these master classes for cooking, where you can go in and you can have a great chef teach you how to make new things if you're really into cooking.
Nice.
That might be an experience class to look into. Can't go wrong with the day at the spa. That's another experience a lot of people are going to be getting. There's something called Class Pass. Never heard about this, but if you got somebody that's a fitness freak, apparently they like to dabble in all manner of guided workouts. Like, I need a really rigorous bike exercise. I need this. You can actually get these things where you can go and try out different kinds of extreme exercise routines.
If you give me that for Christmas, get out of my house.
Yes. You got to know the person you're getting it for. You can also get a lifetime membership for Rosetta Stone. If somebody wants to learn a language, that's $300 and you get locked in for life.
Such a smart gift.
Online guitar lesson from Fender.
I was going to say the guitar lessons or any kind of music lessons is a very good gift.
Yeah, that's
Those
a
are
nice...
expensive, though. Lessons get expensive, man.
They can. That's why, you got to figure out how close you are to a person, but there's different ranging prices for all these kind of things. You can also do a VIP tour of Paramount Studios.
Ooh.
So just think of all the places that might give guided tours. That's a cool little experience for somebody to go check out. They have sports stadium tours. I love that. Whenever we go to a new city, my family and I, we always check out the sports stadiums. We have to cross that off the list.
You ever see that movie with Sean Penn and Michael Douglas called The Game?
Yes.
That's the kind of experience I want for a gift.
That's horrifying.
You think you're in some kind of murder
Yeah.
mystery? You think it's real?
They have those kind of experiences. They have anything from scavenger hunts in different cities. I saw there's one for New York City that you can go and you're running around the whole city trying to find stuff.
That's cool.
They do have the murder mystery type experiences you can get for somebody.
Would you like the game type of experience and they made it realistic to where you thought you're getting really kidnapped or thrown in the back of a cab?
I hate that.
There's a...
But do I know it's not real and I'm just going through it, or do I really not know what's going on?
You don't really know you think it's really going on.
No.
That's too stressful. Dude,
Ain't
I'm
nothing
trying to
about that.
eliminate stress. I don't want to actually think people want to kill me.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Pretty intense.
Magnolia wants to go to New York for Christmas. She wants to go, just
Great
she and
idea.
I,
Yeah.
do a little weekend trip
Yeah.
and have a little adventure. I might tell her about that scavenger
Scavenger hunt,
hunt.
yeah. Mhm.
That's cool.
Getting somebody a psychic appointment
Oh,
for
yeah.
somebody. That's a good gift for
That-
some
yeah.
people.
That
That's a
is
good thought.
good.
That is a good thought. They say also you can do the personal stylist touch. If you got somebody that kind of look, I am not good at picking out clothes. I have no eye for it. But like Trunk Club by Nordstrom, they have different things where they can send them different items and they'll have a photo of you and somebody that's actually a stylist will be like, you would look good in this, and they'll send you clothes to wear.
That's
Like,
cool.
My stylist is my wife. If I had my wife, I would probably do something like this. They have vintage car rentals. Some people are into that.
That's super cool.
Yeah, you can get a really swanky car for a weekend or for a day. In fact, there's an app. What is it? Trunk? Something like that? I can't remember what it's called, but there's actually an app. It's like Airbnb for fancy cars.
Oh, that-
Okay.
Nah, that stresses me out so much.
Not for you.
Well, I like drinking Kool-Aid.
You'd rather be on the run thinking you're getting murdered?
I like drinking red Kool-Aid. I don't want to spill it in a fancy-ass car.
And then the other experience gift that they said is good for the holidays, Cameo, which we talk about all the time. It's a website, and you can get a personalized message from a celebrity. They'll send them a video.
That is
I,
cool.
I can't tell you how many people I have shown of Dale Murphy talking to me on my birthday. All my baseball friends, they all think it's the coolest thing.
Yeah, you have it forever, absolutely. And you can get those for sometimes a couple $100.
Yeah, I wonder how much the Dale Murphy. People keep asking me how much did Dale Murphy cost to get for my birthday cameo. He's a baseball player.
I'll look it up because they all have different prices.
It was under 200.
Okay, that's a great deal.
I agree, because that's your favorite guy.
Yeah.
Like number one. That's really cool.
Yep. Quick little pageant shout out. I don't really watch these things often, but Florida did really well. They had the 2021 Miss USA pageant. Miss Kentucky is the one who wound up winning, but Miss Florida, Ashley Carino of Kissimmee, she finished third.
Okay.
So that's all kind of good. It's the 70th anniversary of the Miss USA competition. And they had the 2021 Miss Teen USA pageant just a couple days ago. And Miss Florida, Brianna Miles, she's from Port St. Lucie. The Pizzle, she wound up winning that.
Nice.
So congratulations to her. So Florida did very well in the pageants here this year. All righty, we're talking about great experience gifts that you could give for the holidays. Today, a lot of people are going to be buying airline tickets. Apparently, really great deals on that and hotel stuff. So if you want to do an experience or a getaway for somebody or for yourself, today would be a day to maybe go save some money on that online.
I have to go see my grandma this weekend because
Okay.
she fell and broke her hip. I just bought a ticket for $49 to fly from Nashville to Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
$49.
That's amazing.
That's better than amazing.
Wow.
That might be the lowest price I've ever paid.
Okay.
Southwest.
So it's legit then, huh?
It is legit for me.
Okay. So go jump on that. One of the other experience gifts they were talking about was getting a personalized celebrity video to somebody. It's on a website called cameo.com. you can go on there, and they list their own prices. So it depends upon, it's not like one price for all. It really depends upon their fame. And I don't know how these guys or girls wind up deciding how much they're going to charge for the videos. I assume it's them themselves.
I think Virginia's right, though. I think some celebrities think they're way too good for this, and they overprice themselves out of it.
They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it. They've got other gigs going on.
Okay.
The lower the price, the less other gigs they've got going
But then
on.
you've got a cat like Corey Feldman who does not have things going on that will say he's got things going on. He's going to overcharge. It's how it goes.
Okay. Well, we've got tickets to the Sports Illustrated Awards going to be happening a week from tonight at the
Wow.
Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. DJ Khaled is going to be one of the hosts that's there. Dan Marino is going to be there. Shaq will be there. Rob Gronkowski, the Gronk.
And you'll
will
be there too?
I'm thinking about
Wow.
going. Yeah, they had said, hey, do you want tickets? I mean, it's a school night.
But that's an experience.
It is. It's really, yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me the Gronk and the Bronk might be in the same room? Are you
Beside each other.
serious?
What if the Bronk gave the Gronk Bronk?
Wow.
Could you imagine the Gronk with the Bronk?
I can't.
We need
Yeah.
a picture of
It's a
the
lot.
Gronk and the Bronk.
Yeah, he would dwarf me. But it'd be fun.
I'd like to see him curling you.
He might be able to. Yeah, might be able to. We got Bradley on here from. Whoa, hey Bradley. There we go. That's an entrance.
Hey.
He's on here from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Bradley.
Hello.
Hello. Would you like these tickets?
I would.
Yeah, it's a hot ticket. Hot ticket. All right, I'm going to throw some stuff at you here. These are celebrities or even athletes that have a video up on Cameo. You have to tell me who's charging more for their video. Okay, Bradley?
Great.
Okay. All right, two Miami guys. Canes. Going to go Ray Lewis or Michael Irvin. Both guys NFL Hall of Famers. Both former
Come on,
Miami
Michael
Hurricanes.
Irving, I agree with him. Irving's going to go for more.
Michael Irvin over Ray Lewis. You are correct. Michael Irvin wants $500 for a personalized video. Ray Lewis, $300. So there you go. That is the going rate on that. I'll give you another football one here. Bradley, what about Brett Favre versus Troy Aikman? Two former NFL quarterbacks. Who costs more on Cameo?
I'm going to Aikman.
Bird's not feeling that, huh? Not feeling that, Bird?
Brett Favre was in Something About Mary. Movie cred.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Didn't Aikman play more recent, though?
No, he did not.
I think it was far.
Isn't Virginia wrong again?
Yes, you are correct, Bird. Virginia is wrong again.
I don't know who Troy Aikman is.
You don't. Okay.
She's going to keep
Dallas
talking.
I'll just tell you, Bradley, you're correct. It is Troy Aikman. Bird was wrong as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so yeah, you're both very wrong.
why do you keep doing a show with us?
Aikman's looking for $750, and Brett Favre wants $400 for a cameo video.
Okay. If
$750.
If you're paying $750 for a Troy Aikman video, Troy better show the love, and it better be longer than 30 seconds. I want it personalized.
Okay.
It needs to be good.
Okay. All right. So far, you're doing awesome at this game, Bradley. I'm going to hit you up with one more. Let's go classic rockers here. Tommy Lee from Motley Crue or Sebastian Bach, former lead singer of Skid Row. Guys that were crushing it in the year 1990. All right.
Tommy Lee all the way.
It's not even close. It's definitely Tommy Lee.
It's got to be Tommy Lee.
There's no way Sebastian Bach is that out of touch with reality.
Okay. Everyone's saying Tommy Lee. You're all correct.
Okay.
Yay!
Yes. Tommy Lee wants $500 for a personalized cameo video. Sebastian Bach, $469.
That's $469 is high.
He's out of his mind.
It's not a big price difference
I
there.
agree.
Yeah, not a big price difference. Well, I don't know if you're getting a room or you're just going to suck it up and do the drive from Port St. Lucie to Sunrise, but or Hollywood. It's going to be quite a drive for you. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. On Tuesday, you're going to the Sports Illustrated Awards. Okay, Bradley?
Amazing. Thanks, guys.
That's
You're
so
welcome.
cool. That's an experience.
Yeah, it is. That is a very cool event, and somebody wanted to remind me a couple other really cool events. Yeah, comedians. Somebody said, yeah, I got my husband, Bert Kreischer, tickets. He's going to be coming up. Great comedian. That is a good one to check out. And also heads up on Friday, Tortuga tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. if you want to get those tickets.
For next year.
Yeah, but keep in mind it's coming up in April.
Oh, that's right.
Because they did Tortuga, but you get kind of bonus because they pushed it off a year, so they're making up for it.
If you love Tortuga, it's one of the few good things to come from COVID.
Yeah, and you got some big names. Luke Combs, who got the Entertainer of the Year just like the last week. Thomas Rhett is one of the headliners. Morgan Wallen, the guy, he's uncanceled, and he's going to be at Tortuga.
Tortuga is the Okeechobee one?
No.
Damn it.
Tortuga's on the beach.
All right.
We tell you this every time.
Yeah, not every time.
Hey, Dennis, can you just write on the wall, Tortuga is in Fort Lauderdale on the beach, so we can just point at the sign next time it comes up.
You've asked that at least 6 times.
That's Virginia lies.
That may be an inflated number.
Kevin, don't do it either.
Do it, Mitch. That is the name of the game that we got here on the KVJ Show. What we're going to be doing is dividing the show into teams of 2 players. Now, 1 player on each team is going to be the responder. 1 is going to be the gambler, and the gambler is going to get to decide to make a bet in how many things a responder can name on a given topic in just 10 seconds. So we got to draw for the teams here today to find out who is pairing up with whom. Who's doing the drawing here today?
I got the cup right here.
Okay, Virginia, draw out your partner.
My partner will be Denny's.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, Team VD.
I took your girlfriend, Bird.
You did.
I can take your man if I want to.
Okay. All right, so Virginia, who is going to be the gambler on your team?
What do you think, Denny's?
What do you feel like? Do you feel like guessing or gambling?
I'll
All right,
let you
Virginia,
pick.
you can be the...
I could gamble if you like.
Okay, you gamble.
That's always fun.
All right, you gamble.
All right, Denny's will be the gambler. All right, Jay-Bird with you in Suits.
I will be. Yeah, we'll have Suits be the gambler.
Okay, Suits.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I'm going head to head with the hippie. Let's do this.
Love it.
Okay, here we go. All right, our first topic we're going to do is going to be South Florida landmarks. South Florida landmarks. Okay, Denny's, how many do you think Virginia can name in 10 seconds?
I think Virginia can name 6 South Florida landmarks.
6 South Florida landmarks. Okay. All right, Suits, what do you think? What about Jaybird? Jaybird's a native. He was born and raised here.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking, but I'm going to go 7.
Gonna go 7. Denny's.
I say do it.
Okay, do it. Okay. I want Jaybird to name
Do it, Bird.
7 South
it,
Florida
Mitch.
landmarks. This is he's the one person who was born and raised here. He's not sure that Tortuga is not in Okeechobee.
What is he?
Will you accept Tortuga?
Yeah.
This is.
Okay. South Florida landmarks in 10 seconds. Go.
South Florida Fairgrounds. You've got the Lake Worth Tower. You have Miami Dolphin Stadium, Hard Rock Cafe. You've got the Wags.
Wags?
I panicked. I know nothing.
Maybe 4.
He's from here, y'all.
That's a hard one, though.
Oh my gosh.
That is hard.
Yeah, I know death.
Okay. Virginia Denny's get the first point. It's the best out of 5 in the series.
Oh, it's so stressful.
Nice job, gambler.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, it's classic Atari games. Oh, good Lord. All right. Suits, how many do you think Jaybird can name in 10 seconds?
I'm going to start with 5.
Going to start with 5. Okay. Denny's, what do you think for Virginia?
I say do it.
Okay. Jaybird's got to name 5 classic Atari games in 10 seconds. Your time begins now.
Galaga, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Qbert, Donkey Kong Jr., Galaga.
Oh, I don't know if some of those are Atari. It's not like Nintendo up in there.
Yeah, I think you got to 5.
I got to 5.
I think you got to 5.
Were those Atari?
Donkey Kong, you played on Atari.
Is Donkey Kong on Atari?
Oh, you
It's a
definitely-
Nintendo.
Yeah.
You played Donkey Kong on Atari.
Yeah, no, I definitely, that was the only video game system I really knew. So I think you got 7 total, but definitely at least 5. That's what you had to get. So unless somebody corrects,
I don't know. Video game Vince over here wants to debate it.
Yeah,
He is
does.
an expert at video games.
I just find it odd that a
Look it up.
Nintendo IP is on Atari.
Look
But I mean,
it-
it could have been before they started creating
Look
all
it
the
up.
licenses.
I don't want no fake win.
Look it up. Somebody will fact check it.
I don't want a fake win.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think it is legit.
That one is being contested.
Okay.
I could have swore I played Pac-Man on Atari.
Is Pac-Man Atari?
I know it's arcade. I didn't contest that one though. Mine was only the Nintendo titles. Just because I know they're real
Yeah.
stickler about their titles.
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay. All right. Well, so far I got 1-1 is the score.
But yeah, it means nothing.
It all changes so quick.
There's no way I could have got 6.
That's why I knew that there's no way. That's why I let Bird do it.
no way.
I know Bird knows a bunch of those games from the past.
I
Okay.
don't know. I'm looking at a list. There's no Pac-Man. There's no Donkey
Pac-Man
Kong.
was definitely Atari.
I know it was arcade.
I got a Donkey Kong Atari. I just Googled from 1981.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know I played that on
Pac-Man,
Atari.
We played Pac-Man on Atari because I
Yeah,
remember it would hurt
big
your
time.
wrist.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, it's tied 1 apiece. Next up, we go back to Virginia and Denny's here. You get to pick in this round. We're going with different kinds of milk. Different kinds of milk. Denny's, how many different kinds of milk can Virginia name?
Different kinds of milk.
Yeah, different kinds of milk.
I'm gonna say 4.
Or milk. Sorry.
Milk.
Milk.
I do say it milk.
Milk.
I say 4. 4
We're
different
gonna go
kinds
with
of.
4 different kinds of milk. All right. Suits, what do you think about with Jaybird? How many different kinds of milk can he name?
I'm going to say 5.
Denny's?
5 types of milk. 5. I say do it.
Say do it.
I
Okay, that
do.
means Jaybird's got to name 5 different kinds of milk. Your 10 seconds begins now.
Strawberry milk, chocolate milk, almond milk, skim milk. You've got vanilla milk. You've got caramel milk. You also have cheese milk. You've got bean milk.
Vanilla, caramel, and cheese milk.
Look it up.
So I mean flavored milk, so you can do any flavor.
Well,
Yeah.
there's strawberry milk. There's chocolate
Well,
milk.
so for strawberry, chocolate, and regular
was-
milk, I would say definitely count.
Almond, skim.
The vanilla,
Cheese.
vanilla cheese, and
Almond
There's
skim,
cheese
yeah, you
milk.
went through 'em. Yeah, I think you got
There's
at 5.
cheese milk,
I think you
y'all.
got to 5. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm glad cheese milk counted.
Yeah, there's soy milk.
Oh, I believe you. I
didn't
just
say-
never have heard of cheese milk.
I would have
Oat
gone
milk.
buttermilk, sweetened
what-
condensed
Butter
That's
milk,
what I
milk
was
is one,
thinking.
yeah.
Condensed
Yeah.
milk,
Let me see-
buttermilk,
let me
skim
see.
milk, whole milk. I was thinking
low
that.
fat.
Plant milk? I never even heard of that.
That's all right. All right.
All right, yeah, Bird gonna get the point on that.
Well, hold on. I don't know if there is a. Yeah, there is cheese milk.
Yeah.
Well, I know cheese is made from milk for sure.
There's a cheese milk.
Okay.
Cheese milk.
Look at that, Jaybird and Suits now up to 2. One more and they take the win.
It's up to, look, it's up to
No,
y'all.
you. I
Oh,
know.
no, if it
I'm
exists.
giving it
Say
to
what
you, dude.
y'all want.
I've never seen it
I
at
heard it.
Publix.
If you think it's wrong,
Yeah.
it is wrong.
No, I believe it.
I'm over here just fighting for my life.
Yeah, it's a struggle, right? Okay, all right. We go back here in the next round. This is to Suits. You get to start the betting here. We're going to be doing Tom Hanks movies. How many can Jaybird name in 10 seconds, Suits?
I think he can name 5.
Okay, we're starting the bidding at 5. Denny's, what do you think about with Virginia?
I think she can name 6.
Okay, Suits.
Do it, bitch.
Virginia's got to name 6
got
in
this.
10 seconds. Your time begins now.
A League of Their Own, Forrest Gump, Castaway,
She got 3.
Got half of it.
She got 3. Tom Hanks movies
don't
in
know
10
Tom
seconds.
Hanks.
Green Mile.
Green Mile,
Saving
Joe
Private
versus the
Ryan,
Volcano, Road to Perdition.
Terminal Big,
Oh,
Da
Denny's
Vinci
canceled.
Code Sully, Polar Express.
I would have done better with milk.
I don't know what's gonna make Denny's more mad that you didn't get the Tom Hanks or cheese milk.
Oh, wow. And that means a
Damn
loss.
it!
I knew Bert could get 7 of those, man. Easily.
Oh, wow. Okay.
my gosh.
Wow. All right. Well, what that means is we have got a punishment coming up for the losing team, which is Virginia and Denny's. We'll find out what they're doing next. Okay, do it, bitch. Punishment here is for Virginia and Denny's. They wound up losing 3-1. So what they're going to be doing here today is a down and back Lego walk. It's the blindfolded Lego walk. You got somebody that's going to be guiding you as you go down through it.
I'll guide them.
Okay. Bird can help with the guiding.
Oh, you're so generous, cheese milk.
There is some really big, thick pieces in here that I don't even know they're Legos.
No, there's it's a block. It is probably about 4 inches by 4 inches. It's a monster one. Yeah, that
Oh,
looks
that's
like
that's from Rocco's.
that's like a torture device.
That was from a set that he was gifted.
Ow, Papa Vane.
There's also a Lego car that is in there. Like if you step on that, you might just wipe out. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous stuff. This is a fun thing, especially during the holidays. You get your kid a bunch of Legos. They leave them out. You forget about it. You go stumbling out into the living room. The Legos are everywhere, and you step all over them when you're bare feet.
And I got your text, too. I put the little pieces of broken Christmas ornaments in there as well. The glass.
Sweet. Good. Okay, here we go. All right. Stepping up here, we got to have the payoff with Virginia and Denny's. Denny's is putting on the blindfold right now. If you guys want, you can help walk Denny's through said blindfold. Jaybird is over there guiding him to make sure that he stays on track. Denny's is in his bare feet.
Very clammy.
So cold.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Start walking, Denny's. Straight. Keep going. Keep walking.
He's out there. Okay. Oh, boy, look at him. It's Denny's is on his. He's all hunched over trying to. Denny's can't even make it through. Oh, the torture. Look at Denny's.
Keep going, baby. Keep going.
Denny's is. What's going on with Denny's? Denny's is like melting and buckling and falling to the floor. Oh no, he's going back the wrong way. He didn't go all the way yet, Denny's. Oh my gosh. Oh, Denny's is crying out in pain. Oh.
You did it!
That's the most ungraceful walk I've ever seen. Maybe that's harder than I thought. Wow.
I got soft feet, dog.
I'll spare you a walk down. Wow. Oh, that was
He got tender tootsies.
that was the most ungraceful walk I've ever seen in my life.
That was like somebody sniped him.
I got soft feet, man. I always wear shoes, so they
He's
don't got
got
much
tender
padding.
pigs.
He's the opposite of Bird. Bird has got these really.
That's why we balance each other out.
Bird could hop down this thing and not feel it.
I didn't know.
bruises on my
Oh, look at
feet.
that. Oh, you got cuts in it. Denny's has got some tender tootsies. I didn't realize that. I learned something new about Denny's today. Okay, Virginia, you get a fun run on this. It is the blindfolded Lego walk here for losing Do It Bitch.
I will assist
There to go.
Okay.
Put on the blindfold, get in your bare feet.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Can I go in my stockings?
You gotta go to your bare. Virginia, me and Kevin are so sick of answering people.
Okay.
To get out of this, you gotta go bare feet.
But I don't have pants on. These are my pants. So I have to go pantsless?
No.
What would you rather deal with, Kev? The people who hate that she's gonna get out of
I don't have pants on!
Oh my gosh.
I told you!
Just flashed me.
Whoa.
Well, you don't believe me.
No, I
You saw the kit and caboodle, huh?
I saw
These are my pants.
I saw Rocco's original home.
Okay.
I told you.
Well, if she does, I don't know, Kev. I just know that if she doesn't do it barefoot, everyone's gonna get mad. And
Yeah.
That's gonna be every comment.
All right, but then I have to take my pants. I don't have any pants on.
Well, what if I have a towel? You could wrap.
Yeah. How far down does your long shirt go?
it goes far.
Okay, it goes.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we're good.
But if I fall, you're going to see clamage.
Okay. Well, Jaber, don't let her fall.
I will be your rock.
He will push me.
I will be your. I am your rock, girl.
All right.
He will
Hopefully,
push me.
hopefully we don't see.
What? Wow, Virginia took off.
Hopefully you don't see V's V. It's going to be on KVJ TV here.
I'm watching the numbers are going up.
Yeah, they probably should. Okay, Virginia's about here to take the blindfolded Lego walk.
Oh, God.
For punishment. Okay, Denny's did not fare well.
No.
When he did it. Him and his tender tootsies. All right, let's see how Virginia does. All right, here she goes. All right.
Oh, yeah.
You can see, yeah. She's definitely doing a lot better than Denny's. Virginia's staying upright at least. Okay, she's halfway through the walk. Oh, she just stepped on the big one right there. Okay, all right. Oh, boy. All right. Oh, keep her up, Bird. You know, she falls down. We're all seeing crotch shots. Okay, Virginia's through the whole thing. Okay, very nice. All right, you got to. Okay, there you go. Wow, good heavens.
Great job.
Yes. All right, got that all done. Punishment is paid.
Gotta put my pants back on.
Wow. Hey, you know it's no fun if you don't have to take your pants off here, right?
You're right. Okay, well, it's my turn. It's contagious.
Very nice. Very nice. Had a fun topic on the KVJ Show Facebook page yesterday. Love some of the responses, too. We asked, what is the weirdest thing someone said or did after you made love? What is the weirdest thing someone either said or did after you made love? I think we all have a few.
Yes,
yeah, you just got to wonder if you can actually say them on the radio.
Oh, boy.
I've got a few that Bert has told me from his escapades.
You gotta shut up. Put your pants on and shut your mouth.
Put your pants on and shut your mouth, woman.
That's a terrible thing. If you just tune in and you hear that,
Put your pants on and shut your mouth, woman. That probably has actually been said to somebody after making love.
Would you also like me to go in the kitchen and make you a sandwich?
I mean, that would be awesome.
So the worst thing you can say to somebody after making love, put your pants on, shut your mouth.
Make me a sandwich.
Make me a sandwich.
That would be terrible.
But we're looking for the weirdest thing somebody has said or did after you made love. Susan had said, yeah, he ate an entire pie in bed.
Wow.
Okay.
Where's the weird stuff?
Yeah.
We call that just love.
Yeah. Matthew said she handed me 2 Newport menthols. Okay. You obviously bagged a classy lady.
Smoke them if you got them.
The menthol keeps your breath fresh. I don't know if you knew that.
Does it?
Well, that's what you try to tell yourself. Casey responded on the KVJ Show Facebook page. The weirdest thing somebody did or said after you made love, they looked at their phone, then looked at me and whispered, Sean Connery died. Okay, yeah. It is weird. Eric said she casually walked over to the dresser and put her wedding ring back on.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
That is evil.
Yeah. Jeff said she broke down crying without saying a word for a few minutes and then said, our souls are forever connected. Needless to say, first and last time we did that.
Oh, yeah.
Our souls. She's just weeping. You're like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on? And then she breaks the silence by saying, our souls are forever connected.
No, they're not. Peace.
Ivana said the weirdest thing somebody did or said after making love, tried to hold hands. Okay.
That's not weird. That's sweet. Get out of here. Eating cake after and holding hands is awesome.
This guy would love to eat pie and hold hands.
That's to me, that is
Hold hands
awesome.
and eat pie, feed each other pie.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You guys are weird people out there.
Yeah. JR said, she said, so what are we? I just met her. Okay. Trying to define that. Adam had said, weirdest thing somebody said or did after making love, I got to drop a deuce.
Oh, all right. We're done.
You're an animal.
We're done here.
Why would you say that?
We are done here.
Sherry said, weirdest thing. He said, great game and high five me.
Great game?
Not playing pickup basketball, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Calderon said, weirdest thing somebody said, thank you for your service. And Will said, do you want fries with that? Okay, there you go. Just some of the responses that we got on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Always lots of fun topics that you can respond to.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Wow. You know Kim Jong-un, right? The leader there in North Korea.
Yes, we do.
Hey.
He seems like a really mean dude.
He's always doing these really weird, quirky things. I mean, first of all, he's got that haircut. I mean, that's step one. Then he has an interesting wardrobe on top of it. That family's always had crazy stories. Remember that? What was it? His dad, I think, went golfing one time and hit 18 holes in one.
Yes.
I mean, it's a really good day at the yard. I'm not going to lie.
You ever done that, Tiger Woods? Didn't think so.
I think they also claimed he doesn't poop.
Yes,
Which-
right. I think that's one of the claims.
So they clearly are just going along with it. When people are at their house,
Can
they
you
go,
imagine having to be a yes guy for this insanity? Because if you say no, they would execute you.
Yeah. They would kill you. They kill people that disagree with them.
You have to say yes to all this insanity.
Oh my gosh. You're right. You don't poop.
Oh, yeah, you don't poop, hole in one, all of that.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
No, you're right. Yeah, I saw it. 18 holes in one.
And there's always like 50 yes men around him going, yeah.
He doesn't poop.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, he's now banned his citizens in North Korea from wearing leather coats. Apparently, that's his look and nobody else can have it.
He is enforcing bitch stole my look to a whole new level.
He did, yeah. Apparently, he originally wore his black trench coat in 2019. And since then, the coat has become iconic in North Korea. Because originally, only affluent people could get the real leather coats. So if you wanted to look like royalty, then you would wear the exact same black trench coat that he had. But apparently, bring China into the mix. And what do they do in China? Knock off fake black trench leather coats. So now everybody's walking around dressed like Kim Jong-un, who loved that look. So he's like, no one else can wear it, only me. So he has banned and outlawed leather coats or even fake leather coats so no one can look like him in North Korea.
I mean, if you're in the fashion game, you got to respect the mad power.
It is pretty amazing, isn't it? If you had a look and you loved it, just outlaw it. No one else can wear jeans.
That's it.
Yes.
I own this look.
No one else is allowed to wear it. Well, there's a story about a drug dealer in England that panicked. He saw cops showing up at his door last week, and he started dumping handfuls of pot out a second-story window. But what he didn't realize is there were a bunch of cops that were actually down on the street, on the sidewalk, and they were just walking by, looking at him, dumping all this pot out his window. In fact, one of them got out their camera phone and started making a video of it for great evidence to show him dumping the pot out of the window.
Were they there for him, or did he just panic and...
I think they were there, yeah. I think that they were there for him.
Because I can see people panicking for no reason.
Totally.
Someone's knocking at the door, get rid of everything. And they
Flush.
go, oh, dang it, it was just the pizza guy.
Another crazy story out of England. There's a snowstorm that stranded 61 people in a pub for 3 days.
Dang, that's not a bad place to be stranded, though. I mean, if you have to get stranded, a pub?
Yeah, I saw photos of them. They're like in sleeping bags, sleeping on the floor and stuff like that. Kind of a fun little sleepover for 3 days.
Awesome.
Especially if the kitchen's working in the back, we're going to be okay.
Kind of cozy, right?
Yeah.
We are waiting to hear from the highways to see if they're going to be able to reach us with the snowplow, and then we should have some news about whether people will be able to start going home. We've had karaoke, we've had pub quizzes, we've had board games, card games, people helping to clear tables, wash up. It's been amazing.
Oh, she left out the best part. They actually had an Oasis tribute band. That's the reason why they were there.
That's a great time.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine day 3 after singing Wonderwall for the 50th time?
I don't know. Our drink's still a-flowing.
Amen.
I'd still be into it,
I'm
yeah.
into it.
There's a woman that was detained after she ran onto the tarmac at LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, Monday evening. She was hoping to flag down an aircraft, which was still parked in the gate area. They took her into custody and took her to hospital for minor injuries and a mental health evaluation.
Yeah, that mental health evaluation's
Yeah.
key.
That's why the mental health is very important. Boy, what is it about planes and airports just attracting all kinds of interesting behavior?
The stories have kicked up quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I would have loved to have seen this. It was a Vegas Golden Knights Edmonton Oilers hockey game in Las Vegas. And, you know, they fight on the ice.
Yeah, they do.
But they also fight in the stands. And there's a video that was posted on Twitter. There's this woman that got into this fight, and it's like she's kind of like down and out. You know, it's like the fight's not really going her way. She's like, you know what? She had a secret weapon. She unscrewed her prosthetic leg and started swinging it around, using it as a weapon.
Okay, use what you got.
Yes. Now, you are down a little balance. But I imagine you've probably done this before.
You're a hopper.
You're good on one leg.
Yeah.
If you can just hold that balance on one leg, you know, Jaybird, that's a hitting drill in baseball.
It is.
Where you try to hit off of just like 1 foot. So, I mean, imagine she could probably do it.
Yeah.
So there you go. And interesting. That's why hockey's so fun.
Did the video continue when she started beating the other chick with the leg?
Yeah, there's a little bit of it. You can see. I mean, there's a melee of so many people in there. And the only problem was there were so many people around her. She couldn't get that full impact swing. I mean,
Gotcha.
if you've ever swung a prosthetic leg before.
Who hasn't?
I mean, you need a good 4 or 5 feet, you know, to kind of really get.
Circumference.
Yeah, she just didn't have that, so it didn't play out as well.
Too bad.
Kind of a crazy, overdue library book. The Boise Public Library got a book that was checked out in 1911.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What are the late fees on that?
Yeah, actually not bad. They say if they were still collecting them, they would have been as high as $803. That would have been 2 cents per day for 111 years.
Wow.
You're right there. That's not that bad.
Not that bad, yeah. The book originally cost $1.50 in 1911, and they returned it in perfect condition.
That is so cool.
Which at that point, just hold on to a book from 1911, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird. One of my neighbors that I see, they have this big old, this house box looking thing in the front of their yard with the sign free library, and there's all these old looking books, and I guess people could just walk up and take their books.
Yeah. It's a neighborhood thing. It's a library that's supposed to be like for the neighborhood to enjoy.
So I go take the book and I bring it back?
You take a book, you read it, then you bring it back, or you take a book and leave a book.
Have you ever heard of this? In neighborhoods?
Yes, this is a thing.
I haven't, no.
I've never heard of this.
There's neighborhood little libraries. There's also neighborhood pantries where somebody will put out like a whole pantry thing, and if you need food, you can take food.
Yeah, it's right out on the side of the road. It looks like a library stand, but at a house. It's
Totally.
crazy.
I've seen this. This is a thing, yeah.
Okay, all right, fascinating stuff.
Look at your story, all this conversation.
Yeah. Are you really bad when you're in the hairdresser chair?
What do you mean by bad?
Well,
like gossipy?
Are you messing the whole thing up? Apparently there's a system to this, and it is kind of interesting because I'm sure every profession has this. In fact, we could probably take a day and focus on a different profession. It was a Reddit thread about what hairdressers want you to know. Because maybe, nobody's ever told you. I wouldn't say it's ever anybody's fault, but as they're sitting there trying to cut your hair, these are the kind of things that either makes it difficult for them or annoys them.
Yeah, don't eat soup when they're cutting your hair.
Bad idea. You're right. Nobody said that, but that's
go without saying.
It's a good rule. It's a good rule. Here are some of the things that were on this. Are you guilty of any of these? Here are some of the comments that hairdressers left on Reddit about what they want you to know. It says, please don't keep your eyes open when we're washing your hair in the sink. It's kind of awkward if you know somebody is staring right up your nostrils. Okay.
That's why you always you should always do booger checks on both ends, whether you're the hairdresser or the one going in. Make sure you're clean.
Booger check each other.
Yeah, that's not awkward.
I guess they're saying if you close your eyes, you don't have to worry about it. So please close your eyes when they're washing your hair. Somebody else said, lifting your head in the shampoo bowl, don't do that. That's how we end up soaking the back of your shirt. So I guess you should keep your head down. Don't lift up when your head's in the bowl. And do not moan while we wash your hair. Just don't.
Oh.
Jaybird.
Oh, get out of here. Do not moan.
I know you like it.
That actually would be a very fun video, though, if we could prank a hairdresser. Go in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then you get canceled on Twitter.
The moan followed by the bone. No one wants that in their chair.
It says here what hairdressers want you to know. Don't come in wearing a hat. If you wear a hat and you take it off, your hair has been pushed into an unnatural position, and a clipper in our combs won't be able to make it look normal.
Huh.
If that's the case, shouldn't you shampoo it and then dry it off and then get down with
That's
it?
what I thought. I've worn a hat. I do.
I don't like that one because now you're putting an inconvenience on the customer, and you shouldn't do that.
Well, as long as they shampoo it,
Yeah.
you're good. It'll go
Right.
back to normal.
Yeah.
If you're getting a dry cut, I guess that would
Maybe,
affect
yeah.
the.
I've
you're
never
fine.
gotten that, though. I don't get that one. Jaybird says you're fine.
You're fine.
It says, if you like a cut on a model, cover his or her face with your finger and make sure you like the hair, not just the face.
That's a good one.
Okay. Makes sense.
And not every face is made for each haircut. You may like a haircut, but you may not have the face for it.
Sure, absolutely.
True, yeah.
Other things hairdressers want you to know. It says here from Juan on Reddit, don't ask me to take an inch off all over and then say, oh, we can just go up from there if I want more. That's basically asking me to do 2 or 3 different haircuts. Come on.
That is. You're right. I hadn't thought about it like that.
Also, don't cross your legs or arms while getting a haircut. You will end up with a lopsided haircut. I never heard that.
Yeah, they tell you that. You have to
Really?
make both your legs flat on the little stool because, yeah, it makes you tilt one way or the other.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
You're like jacking your body.
And it says here, stop flicking the hair off your cape. It can stay there until the end of your cut. I'm always doing that because you know me, I got the OCD. So if I got that, I'm just kind of, I'm taking my hands up underneath the cape and I'm kind of like hitting the cape to kind of knock the hair off.
You're basically a barber's nightmare.
I probably am. Yeah, as I was reading this, I'm like, well, what am I doing that's really annoying my hairdresser?
I cross my legs. I bat the hair. I have OCD.
Wear a hat in.
I eat soup.
Yeah, all kinds of things we're doing to annoy people. Just trying to help you out so that when you go and you sit with your hairdresser, you are not completely annoying them. Some interesting truths that were dropped on Reddit about that, on things to learn. I know I learned a few things. I am very annoying. That's what I figured out. Wearing the ball cap in, flicking the hair off the cape, all that kind of stuff.
Eating soup, farting, moaning during the massage of the shampoo.
We got a couple other interesting texts here with hairdressers sounding off. One hairdresser said, hey, I just want to let some people know to brush your teeth. Honestly, I have some people sit in my chair. Their breath is so bad, I look forward to them farting.
Can I throw that back out at the hairdressers? If you're going to smoke cigarettes, the gum doesn't always block your breath. Now you just have poop, minty breath. So it does go both ways on that one.
Ah, poop mint.
Everyone's got to watch their breath in these close quarters.
Okay, yeah, when you're going to be dealing with somebody.
Totally.
Up and close. Okay, very nice. Yeah, I also like it, too, that other people have hit us up with their own professions. If you could let people know, that would be nice. Anything from photographers, you sent your stuff in, got that. Dog groomers, okay. They got some things to let people know. Yeah, if you have a profession like that, maybe we can break this down and do a couple things you ought to know dealing with these people.
Yeah, look, when it comes to the dirt of the day, I had no control of that. That is something I can't control. So stop complaining at me, complain at Kevin. It's your control.
No one can control the dirt of the day.
She is right.
Yeah.
It has been the one thing that is still standing.
Take it and suck
You
it.
just got to take it. That's how it goes. Take it and suck it, huh?
The more you complain, the stronger I get.
That's a follow-up to Do It, Bitch. Take it and suck it.
Is that a bit we're going to do tomorrow?
Yes.
What would you say is the best holiday event in all of South Florida? Because they are getting going. Back today, you got a couple that's going to be happening. They got the tree lighting ceremony at Old School Square in Delray Beach, which that is an amazing tree. Now it's artificial, right? But
It's massive.
It's massive, like 100 feet tall, something like that, or
Yeah,
more. And
it's-
you can walk through it, right?
I think it's 700 feet tall.
Is it 700 feet
No.
tall? That's amazing.
Making up numbers.
Okay, that's very impressive.
That would-
It's an impressive tree.
700 feet tall would be 70 Gardens malls, right?
What?
Never mind. I didn't sleep well last night.
Kevin, we're not good at math. I don't know if you've heard that before about us.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious with them all kicking off. What would you say is the best? If you've checked out several, maybe you can give us some feedback as to what you think the best are. And almost every city has a tree lighting. You've got this week. Tonight, it's Delray Beaches and Old School Square. And on Thursday, they're doing the Sandy tree lighting ceremony. That is a all sand
It's so
monolith
unique. It's
on the West
so
Palm Beach waterfront.
It's like no other tree you'll see. It's definitely so fun and so South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like all little games and stuff. They make it a whole village.
Right.
It's really a cool destination if you haven't checked that one out. Downtown West Palm Beach, right on the waterfront.
Well, they got the light show. They have those lights that are on the poles too, that are synchronized with the
Yes.
tree. And when they play it and
The
they launch it,
music.
yeah, that's why I've been to several tree lightings. That's the one that's been most impressive. I've
I
not been to
agree.
every cities, but that's why I would say the Sandy tree lighting's pretty good as far as tree lightings go. Now, I'd say the next category that we have is your boat parades.
Oh,
You've
the
got-
Palm Beach Boat Parade is this Saturday.
Yeah, this
I know.
Saturday, yeah.
You going out to that?
I don't know that I will. Not sure, because I don't have a boat, and I don't sit well.
You've been invited to the VIP watching party.
Oh, I have?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, I was unaware. Well,
You
then
have.
that changes
I think
everything.
we all have been. I think there's gonna be a little smiles. Is there a little smiles?
There
tie-in?
is. They collect toys every year for Toys for Tots and for Little Smiles. So the Palm Beach Boat Parade is a big thing for us.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay. So you got that going on Saturday in North Palm Beach and Jupiter. But you could argue the biggest boat parade is the Winterfest Boat Parade on the New River in Fort Lauderdale.
They trick it out.
Yeah, they have like Pitbull or a major artist being a part of that.
We should start our own KVJ parade.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't be that big. It's us five. It'll be quick.
Okay.
So if it sucks, it's over quickly.
Oh, it's going to suck.
It's definitely-
Yeah. So you got, as far as the boat parades, in fact, you've got, I'm just looking at all the boat parades that go on. You got the Delray Beach Boynton, Greater Pompano. You've got the Boca Raton Holiday Boat Parade.
But it's the Palm Beach is the big one,
Yeah,
right?
in this area in Palm Beach County, the one this Saturday.
Palm Beach County is the
Is the
Palm Beach.
big one, yeah.
I would say the biggest one in South Florida that I know is Winterfest Boat Parade. I
Okay.
think that's bigger, right?
It is bigger, but it's in a different county from Palm Beach, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the biggest and best holiday event in South Florida. And then tonight they got Christmas on Las Olas Boulevard. It's between Southeast 8th and 11th Avenues. It is a really cool event. In fact, it's different than the other ones because it's not a tree lighting. It is not a boat parade. It's like cool little events and things like that you can check out that they do.
What wasn't that one place when we were just about to get fired in Miami, but we went to that roller coaster. I think it's a Christmas theme.
Santa's Enchanted Forest?
Yeah.
Yes, that's you brought it up earlier. That was really fun, and that was one of the most underrated roller coasters I had ever been on. I underestimated.
I talked
it.
about this. I think there's two brothers that I think they're Jewish.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and that I had heard the story about them. That's it. That's the one thing they do all year, and then they take like the rest of the year off.
But isn't it like a Christmas theme park?
It's
Totally.
a Christmas theme park. Yeah, it's been open forever. I mean, decades. This thing's been open. I think it just changed location, so it's in a different spot now. But
That roller coaster kicked me right where the sun don't shine in a good way.
yeah, so I mean that might be number one for when you're talking about the holiday events. I've not done the Christmas on Las Olas. It sounds fun. They got 3 stages, 24 local school and church choirs out there. They got a 75-foot snow mountain, an ice skating rink, a bungee trampoline, Santa photo opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you had to say, what would you say is the most impressive? Is it one of the boat parades? Is it Santa's Enchanted Forest?
I'm locking in with Enchanted Forest.
Okay, that's yours. Okay. Christmas on Las Olas.
Pretty much, only because I can't think of anything else.
Okay. I think we pretty much covered the main ones. So if you've got something different, you can let us know. Talking about what the best holiday event in all of South Florida is. Is it a boat parade? Is it one of the tree lightings? Is it something else like Santa's Enchanted Forest? I got to see what that's all about because I know that they had moved. I think they're in Hialeah now on 4th Avenue. So if you want to go check it, I mean, how's it holding up at the new location?
Look, I just remember that roller coaster really knocking me. Something, I don't know. It knocked something loose, Tiger. What?
Sounds like it. Whoa. Is that the results?
You're still a wreck.
Wow, do not go to Santa's Enchanted Forest. You won't be able to talk.
I feel like I stroked out earlier today. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in Hialeah on East 4th Avenue now.
Okay.
So there you go.
Somebody said, don't forget about Butterfly World in Broward County. They got the light spectacular set up. You drive through the park with your kids in the car. It has over 1 million lights.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Butterfly World. I've never been.
Potheads love Butterfly World. They freaking think it's the best thing ever.
Well, man.
You can just sit there and trip out.
I think I would enjoy Butterfly World.
Yeah.
See?
All right. Any other thoughts on that? We can put up what you think. Get your results on what is the best holiday event in all of South Florida. Check that out, kvjshow.com. We'll get that up later today. Coming up here, Jaybird is going to try to stumble his way through a thought for the day.
I can't promise
Hey,
much.
I remember the name of the roller coaster that rocked you at Santa's Enchanted Forest. It was the Crazy Mouse.
Yes!
Remember?
Crazy
We rode the Crazy Mouse,
Yes!
and he got off that thing stumbling.
I was stunned. I was
Oh, I get it.
Like somebody had beat him with a sock filled with nickels.
That's before I had debilitating.
What?
Debilitating.
Oh, boy.
Vertigo.
Wow.
And now
The Crazy Mouse gave him vertigo.
See what this thing did to him? It's not the man he used to be. Somebody said there is one holiday event that you forgot to list on the best. SantaCon. You know what that is, right? Dress up like Santa, you do a bar crawl and get all hammered. I mean, that's nothing says the season like that, right?
I don't know if I like that one.
You don't like SantaCon?
She's too stuck up for that.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm not a big fan of SantaCon.
You would think she would like it, though. It's bar crawling.
Yeah,
it's
what the
Christmas,
heck?
It's drinking.
They have games. Sometimes they do bed races at some of them.
What's your problem?
Scavenger hunts, all kinds of stuff.
I feel like sometimes the Santas get a little bit too overserved, and then, God forbid, some
What?
kid sees that.
The nerve on my
I'm like,
coworker over
what is she
here
talking-
about being overserved
What?
and acting a fool.
Santa needs
Who
to
are
have
you?
decorum.
Said the woman who flashed children at a Christmas event.
Right.
That was an accident.
Had you been drinking that night?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Had she been drinking? God.
So she doesn't like SantaCon for all these reasons that she embodies on a weekly basis?
She needs to take her nap, Kev. She ain't thinking right.
Wow. I'm very surprised. I figured if we had anyone endorsing this, it just really have stunned me. I didn't know how to react.
And your reasons for not liking it.
I just expect more out of Father Christmas. I don't want to see him drunk falling down in the road.
If anyone needs to drink, it is Saint Nick. My gosh, the pressure on him.
Oh, you're right. Well, they got him in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, Boca, Delray Beach. They all have their own little SantaCon. So Virginia will not be there, of course, because she doesn't subscribe to that kind of behavior. Just still stunning.
Only the elves can get drunk and belligerent, not Santa. I need Santa on a pedestal.
Okay.
That's not my Santa.
Okay. All right, so I think I have it broken down to this. If you're talking about the best holiday event in South Florida, you got your SantaCon, your Sandy Tree lighting ceremony, Christmas on Las Olas, the holiday fantasy lights at Tradewinds Park there in Coconut Creek that we just talked about, the Palm Beach Boat Parade, Winterfest, and Santa's Enchanted Forest. I don't think I'm missing anything for great events.
You got him.
Yeah.
And I want to go to Butterfly World. Thank you guys for telling me about Butterfly World. I am all in.
You're right, Virginia Stoners love it.
They can't wait to smoke out and go look at butterflies.
Man, you're so pretty, right?
The colors, man.
Colors. All right, well.
Danny, you going to Butterfly World?
Yeah. I am just a sucker, and I don't know how much time I waste, but it is a ton. I get sucked into clickbait. All the time.
Is it the kind that is, hey, click on here, and then you click, and then you have to click 9 different things to get to the thing you want to
It's a
click?
slideshow.
Oh, I hate
They do
it.
that all the time, and I know what the game is. They're just going for clicks, and man, some of the times too, you get such a runaround. The ones that always get me is, when they have like the child star. What do they look like now?
You won't believe photo 37.
They don't tell you that before you click on it. It's when you get it, you're like, where is the thing I was looking for? I just want a quick photo to see the before and after. Like, what do they look like now? It gets me all the time. I always like doing this, running this past you guys. These are all things that get me. Here's some clickbait lines that got me. Would they get you? One said, if you and your partner disagree about this, you're twice as likely to divorce.
Nope.
Money.
Does not get me.
Yeah, that would get me. It's
Got
like,
me.
ooh, money. It's got to be money, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine you probably need to be married to get, took by that one. How about this? The worst movie of all time, according to critics.
Oh, I'm so in. I'm so mad at it already. I can't stand critics.
It was so unsatisfying. I went through, it was a slideshow. I don't know how many movies. I hadn't heard of hardly any of them. And I got through it, and it probably took me 10 minutes. And I was like, that was such a monumental waste of time.
I told you yesterday about that one article. Some critic wrote it. It goes, these are the movies that you hate. They were all the female lead actors. The female characters that you hate, but you would love if they were a man. And it's all about they try to paint this whole sexist article. It's a critic, and you go down the list and go, no, that movie sucked. It had nothing to do with it.
Right, it didn't matter.
No.
Yeah, I find these things to be very unsatisfying, yet I keep falling into the traps. Clickbait gets me all the time. Here's some other ones that got me. It said, never eat microwave food without doing this first.
I mean, you know it got me.
That's how you get the bird.
And what is the answer? Tell me.
Take your pants off.
Again, pretty much everything I put on here, I put them down because I was so aggravated that when I got out of it, I was like, that was it?
It wasn't satisfying.
Yeah. It says, without checking its temperature first.
Oh.
You should never eat microwave food without first checking its temperature with a food thermometer, especially if you're heating meat.
Okay, this just in. Coffee's hot.
I walked away from that. I'm like, why did I click on that?
Yeah, duh.
I'm so mad you even told me about it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Because
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Gosh, I hate this list.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible, yes. And here was another one. This one thing makes your partner 3 times more likely to cheat. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
That's such a Cosmo headline.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Well, there's certain sites that I go to just to try to find stuff for the show to talk about, and it's nothing but clickbait. I go into this site, and it takes me 6 hours to get out of it. That's where my day goes. And I'm like, no, jeez. I went through 6 hours, and I found 1 segment's worth of material. Don't fall for it. Thought this was kind of interesting. Here on Giving Tuesday, they say that the average American does 8 good deeds a month, or 94 per year. If you want to know what side you're on, am I more good, more bad? Count up 8 good deeds a month. And that includes anything from being nice to strangers, donating food, clothes, donating blood.
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm walking through Walmart. I see a stranger that I don't know. Hey, what's up? Boom, I give him a knuckle bump. Does that count as one?
No, because imagine if you get a germaphobe or something like that. Are you really doing a good deed? They may not actually want that deed. You know.
What if they go, hey, man, thanks a lot. I was really depressed. I appreciate you knuckle bumping me. You turn my day around.
I guess that's correct.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, you're going to run into people where if random people are coming up knuckle bumping me, I'm like, something's going on here. This guy's going to try to knuckle bump me. Somebody else going to pick my pocket. You know, that's just.
So it's giving you anxiety.
It gives me anxiety. I'm like, no.
And Kevin hates the germs on your knuckles.
That's another part of it.
I don't think you like the knuckle bump either. I don't think you're a big fan.
I like a knuckle bump a lot more than I like a high five.
Yeah, the high five. High five's tricky.
High five's like, hey, let's trade germs.
There's also a chance they don't give you a high five back.
Hopefully you were just in the restroom.
Yes, right. Right.
Holding your penis with that same hand.
Hey, high five. Just took a dump. Didn't wash my hands. Do that to your buddy and see how they like it. All right. After the show podcast coming up here. Watch it live on YouTube. Get it on the WRMF app. On demand anytime you want. Bird, wrap it up with your thought for the day.
Dreams. Yes. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. Oh, your dreams keep you up because they're in your heart.
What? Are you already at Butterfly World?
Dude.
Please end the show.
How many rips?
Did you understand that?
I didn't, but Denny's did somehow. I don't know. It's like, yeah, man, that's deep.
Denny's is nodding.
The KVJ
Yeah,
Show
man.
on
Good one,
97.9
Bird.
WRMF.